Good morning, guys. So I'm here at my job and it's like 7 in the morning right now. S14's on the lift. This is sick. Like honestly, this is pretty cool, man. Just seeing this piece of work that we put so much time and effort into. You guys have been with me through this entire build. It's just so cool just seeing how far it's come. Look at it, dude. Oh, you know what? Let's go, cue the B-roll. Pretty much all of my bolts that I've touched are marked for the most part. So we're just gonna go through, make sure nothing has shifted or loosened, and that'll be our bolt check. So I'll run you guys through it with me. When you guys mark your bolts, it makes these checks go by in like 5 minutes. When they're not marked, you have to actually look, and I'll show you right now actually. The marks on the transmission, you can see they line up. So that's how simple it is to do a bolt check. You just give it a glance and you're done. Glance, you're done. Those are good. Oh, look at that. Can you guys see that? Oh, the Tomei MLS head gasket with the copper coating is just peeking out up there. Exhaust obviously is good. We don't have any leaks, it looks like. These bolts for the drive shaft are marked and they look good. This axle, which I changed before, can you see? They haven't moved. Oh, actually they have moved just a little bit. All of them. So this is why you do bolt checks. Those have moved, so we're gonna have to tighten those down. You guys can see the marking between the bolt and the actual part, slightly moved. So we'll go through and tighten all those again, make sure they're good. Now some movement on the camber arm, or the rear upper control arm. Subframe hardware, yes. Okay. Overall, the bolt check looked pretty fine. The car looks good and ready to go. We're gonna drop it down a little bit right now and get all the wheels off. Real quick, the tires are off, so let's look at our alignment. So the alignment I did on this car, I did by my garage. The wear pattern on these tires is actually pretty freaking good. I'm running about -0.3 camber in the back, and you can slightly just see that. But besides that, the wear is so good. I used up these to their full potential. Only downside, on this side you can see a little bit of flat spotting. Different parts of the wheel. Every time I've ever done a 180, I'm always pulling it and turning this way and going that way. So this left outer tire is getting all the drag compared to that inner tire. You guys can see those lines are slightly off, and then also right here. On this side, I just checked, everything's fine. So we just have to adjust the rear upper control arm on the driver's side and we should be good. Okay, so in terms of the upper control arm, I got that to spec. I can't get the rear toe arm because I don't have a wrench big enough. One big thing I need to do, and you should always do this periodically, if you have spacers, I'm gonna torque these spacers down the rear, and I'm gonna take the wheels off on the front and torque those down too to be 100% sure that these are torqued. On second thought, I'm by myself. I don't know how I'm gonna torque the front because they're free spinning, and I'm not about to make a mechanism to hold the brakes. So gun the fronts, torque the rears, don't judge me. All the spacers are torqued, the wheels can go back on, and our bolt check's pretty much done. I have a couple other things I want to do to the car, so we'll do that and knock it out today. And there's a big thing happening soon to the car, which is not really big, but for me and a couple people it is big. You'll see that in the next video. Might tease it in this video, so make sure you stay to the end. If you guys are enjoying it so far, leave a like. And after this, go bolt check your own car, because you need to do that, or you're gonna end up like this. I just checked all 4 brake pads as well, and they got so much life in them. I'm trying to see how I can finesse some extra space for this hood latch cable so I can mount it correctly, because right now there's just not enough slack in the line for me to mount it where I want to. It was like here, and now I'm gonna try and put it here. This is the setup right now. I have to find some hardware for that. It slides there, and then look at that, dude. Functional hood latch that is not all the way by the rest freaking boot chunk rectangle thing. It'll be right here where it's supposed to be. I found hardware that matches. I can't wait to actually buy like a street spec 240. Obviously there's no such thing as street spec for me. Like everything's getting tracked, everything's getting drifted or raced. 240 that has everything working in good condition, that will be the sickest thing ever. Good morning. It's the next day. We're back with the S14. I forgot to actually tighten the axle bolts. Since the handbrake's up, I can't rotate the axle, so we're gonna lower this down, take the handbrake off, put it back up, and we'll finish all the axle bolts. My 240 guys, especially if you drift or do any type of motorsport, let me know if this is normal. You see the play? Brake shield needs to go back on. This got taken off in the wastegate video. I'll throw a card up or check the description. This is pretty easy to put on. Just lay it down there, abracadabra, look away, and then look back. So yeah, that's done. How did I do that? Did you guys notice that in the video? I mean, editor Chris will know, but if you guys watched this far, honestly, you're amazing. I am gonna show you something. I have a couple decals on here, a lot. I'm pretty much gonna be taking them all off. A lot of these guys are motivation for me. Jesse Streeter, I just seen the way he's had the same cars for 10 plus years, 12 plus years, and just goes out with his friends and drives, and just muscle memory. I mean, that's why I have his decal. Casey, like his story, if you've ever heard his story, it's insane. I mean, he's in Japan and he basically dedicated his life to becoming one of the best Mayhem drivers, and he is amazing now. Osaka Street Rev Style, like that dude is sick. He drives with Jesse Streeter. He's one of the guys that has one car and he just hounds that car every time he goes out and he gets good with it. So I just want to take off some decals, not because I don't want them on there, I just kind of want to rearrange the car a little bit. I will see you guys next week. I appreciate you guys watching this far. Car, tires, and then we're ready to drift again. And that's going to be really fun. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Peace.